Alright, Schlockmeister fans, going to watch another one off of Marilla's Blood Vision. It's called Blood Seekers on here, but it's also known as Blood Thirst. Let's check it out.
Good night.
Very well. But please, be careful.
I will.
Good night, Maria. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, Mr. Calderon, and thank you.
Now, he told Maria to be careful. But she doesn't avoid the monster. And she ends up dead and hanging from a tree. Blood all drained. This is Adam Rourke. He's an inspector from New York City, I believe. And he's been invited to the Philippines by his friend Miguel, who's the inspector here in Manila. He needs some help to solve these crimes.
I'm glad to see you, Adam. Welcome to Manila.
Miguel, it's nice seeing you again. You know, it's been 4 years, and from the looks of your face, I'd swear you haven't aged more than...
Crimes of every single victim.
Very calculated and very professional. And every victim a young, attractive girl. No deviation.
None.
Are you absolutely sure each victim was completely drained of blood?
Except for fractional amounts in the hands and head. Rumors in the villages about a strange blood cult, voodoo and the like. And since none of the victims' blood had ever been found on the scenes of the murders, people have begun to think and suspect that it had been taken for some fiendish purpose.
Turns out, you must admit that someone has come up with a novel
It's
idea.
Miguel's brother Sylvia. She's going to help them too.
Why, you crude.
This is Serena, local belly dancer. This is Calderon. He runs the club.
You know where I come from, folks don't consider a man unless he knows how to make an apology. And
Missing women have come from his club.
That's a very good
Workers.
philosophy, Mr. Rourke. Adam Rourke. Righto. I'm not a famous writer, but I've always been able to spot an interesting story and make a pretty good living at it.
It's a ruse.
Do I understand?
He's going to go undercover as a writer.
Do a story about the club? What I really had in mind was the girl Maria Cortez.
The film's not really red. It's black and white, but it's dark, and there's a lot of weird tints in this movie. Somebody's trying to kill our hero, Adam. But he got the drop on him.
Suspicious.
This guy's following him too, but he's a good guy.
Oh, yes, I know I don't present a very capable picture at the moment. Well, the bundle you're carrying. It's modern science's contribution to my lack of parts.
Good evening. Please get in. Yes, you.
Doesn't anybody sleep around here?
Well, Adam comes on a little too strong with her. She takes off in the car and leaves him stranded.
She's got to be kidding. She's not kidding.
We have another woman who has victim written all over her. There's the monster in the tree again. This time Adam's gonna get his kiss. Gotta love the 60s, baby. Got ourselves a bar fight. Our screen has now suddenly turned brown. There's our weird-looking monster again.
I spoke to the dancer Serena tonight. She seems a little upset about something. She wants to talk to me tomorrow night after Calderon leaves the club. Now, I don't know what she's up to, but I think it's worthwhile looking into.
Serena's the belly
We
dancer.
can't afford to jump the gun. We don't...
police at Lima stated that Calderon fled the country after he was implicated in the death of a plantation owner from whose factory some young women had disappeared over a period of 2 years.
Calderon has a history.
Her name is Serena Brioso. He hasn't been around long tonight. Maybe it's just my feminine curiosity, but have you taken a look at those armbands Serena wears?
Not really.
I've never seen anything like it before, except once in a London museum when I was studying design there.
There's that woman we saw in bed. I don't know what the hell kind of creature that is. But he's got her arms and head bent over a bowl. And now he's going to cut her and drain her of all her blood. Apparently our monster's in cahoots with Serena.
Don't worry. We won't be caught. We were stupid to leave the other bodies where they could be found. From now on, we will bury them here. To the drug I put in all the bottles.
He meets up with Serena, but she's drugging him. Obviously, we know she's a bad guy. Meanwhile, Sylvia has found this underground lair where this monster critter is. And now she's captured.
Had to do with the true meaning of prolonged life. And what could be more simple and effective than life's blood taken from one woman to sustain the beauty of another? A combination of that blood, electrical energy from the sun harnessed in a small container, and the powder ground from the roots of trees that lived to be hundreds of years old. That is what gives continually renewed life to those of us that were chosen as golden goddesses.
So she's drinking the blood. Anyway, she was gonna kill him, presumably drink his blood to gain youth. But another good guy rescued him.
I'm Antonio Munoz, Lena's father.
Anyway, Adam gets down into that lair in that cave right before the monster was about to kill Sylvia and drain her. Anyway, a fight ensues. A few taps on the back. And one club to the face, and our monster is knocked out and Sylvia is saved. Meanwhile, Serena, we're about to see what she truly looks like without the youth blood she's been drinking. She's an old lady. She disappears. Our monster turns into this guy. Is that Calderon? I can't tell for sure. But whatever, that's the end of our movie. Sylvia and Adam are apparently a couple now. And he's headed back to New York. Alright, let's talk about this movie called Blood Seekers, it's called on here. I actually know it as Bloodthirst. It's available on many, many different compilations, and I have a few of them, actually, under the title Bloodthirst. This is the only one I have under the title Blood Seekers, but it's the same movie, right? It's a 1965 filmed movie. However, it stayed on the shelf for 6 years and was released in 1971. Why? Who knows? It's a black and white film. It takes place in the Philippines, and Vic Diaz is in it. He was in, I think, every movie that came out in the 60s. It was made in the Philippines. There's some crimes that are going on there. Some women are being murdered. So he calls his friend Adam Rourke. That's the actor name, or that's the character name, who's in New York. He's a criminal investigator there. I guess Miguel, played by Vic Diaz, can't solve it himself, so he gets his friend Adam to come over. So he comes over and they start investigating. All these women are being killed and their blood is being drained. Is it a vampire on the loose? No, it's not, but it kind of is. Well, Anyway, he goes undercover and he pretends that he's a writer and he's going to do a story on one of the missing women. It seems to be all associated to this club called, I think it's called the Barrio Room, run by this guy named Calderon. And he doesn't trust Calderon. He thinks something's a little screwy there. But anyway, he keeps digging further and further. And Miguel's sister Sylvia is also involved in this. She's kind of helping out as well. Adam he's kind of like a James Bond type character, although he's just not as suave and debonair as he thinks he is. But anyway, their investigation leads to this cult that's like underground in these caves somewhere. What they're doing is they're killing these women and then they're draining them of their blood, slicing them and just letting them bleed out into this bowl. And there's this woman who's been drinking the blood, and by drinking the blood, she's just one of, I guess, other people. She's the only one we really see, though. It keeps them young. Of course, the person who's doing this is some sort of monster. He's got this weird thing on his head. He's a monster. I don't know what the hell that was all about. But anyway, eventually they catch him at the end and they kill the monster. And then the woman who's young and beautiful, she was a belly dancer actually, she suddenly turns into an old woman because I guess she can't drink her blood anymore. So, and that's kind of how the movie ends. So I guess they foiled the ring. And then whatever that monster was, he transformed back into a human at the end. Again, I don't know what the hell that was all about. But anyway, that's the movie. It's Bloodseekers, aka Bloodthirst. It's probably got some other titles as well. It's, like I said, it's in the public domain. You can get many different versions of it, so it's cheap if you're looking to track it down. I got on Morella's Blood Vision here because I picked up to watch the movie Bloodstalkers. Incidentally, Morella there, she's an actual actress named Glory Ann something or other. She's a porn star. She's done porn as well. Mainstream stuff as well, too. Anyway, the movie itself, it's very short, 73 minutes long. It's not that great, but it's fine. There's no nudity. There's, I guess, a little blood, but not much else is going on. It's just a typical monster movie from the 60s is what it is. So anyway, check it out. Let me know what you think about it. I'm sure it's streaming on YouTube if you're looking to find it. I'll leave a link to Amazon down below if you want to buy it. So it's called Blood Vision. It's called Bloodthirst. Watch it. Bye.